Hi, today we are checking out the Boya BY-M1 Pro. It's a universal lavalier microphone. So let's unbox this and see what we find. So I'm opening the box and user manual, very important to be read. Warranty card, couple of stickers. Okay, besides this, all the contents come in a nice packed satchel which you can tie and take it with you. Easy go. Very handy when you're traveling and moving around. Let's get this opened up and see what we find. Okay, this is the microphone. It's having a long wire and this is the entire microphone. And we have, besides this, a foam and a adapter. This is a 1/4 inch adapter for the microphone, which you could use with an amplifier or maybe your mixer or sound interface device. We won't be needing this right now, but this is the foam. It's a very soft material, and this is put on top of the microphone. So we have the microphone here and we put it on top of this so that it protects the microphone from wind and pops when you speak. It acts like a pop filter. Now, besides this, there is also a lapel clip, the most important, because this is a lavalier microphone. We have a lapel clip which is used for fixing your microphone to your clothing and making it easy to use. Okay. This is the lapel clip. You have this end which you will connect to the microphone and the clip which you would pin on top of your clothing. So this is how we do it. This is the microphone and I've connected it. Okay, so it's easy. I just have to pin it here. Usually we take a distance of about a fist like this to get the distance, but it depends on the volume of the person speaking. So if a person speaks too loud, you will have to lower the microphone. But this is a general distance. We usually keep it on the collar, but it depends on the person to person and comfort level. Now the microphone has a 6-meter long cable, which is very handy when you're far away from the camera. It has a 3.5 mm jack with which you connect to your device, and this jack is a TRRS jack. Okay, and it's a gold-plated jack so that you have very high quality broadcast level audio being transmitted. Besides this comes, because this is a 6-meter long cable, the microphone is provided with a harness, so you can tie up the unwanted length of your cable so that it's out of the way. Okay, and the most important thing is this power pack. Now this power pack comes with its own battery. Because this is a condenser microphone, this requires a battery, and the battery is provided when you buy this microphone. So here you can see we have the LR44 battery, which can be used with this microphone to power it. Now the power pack comes with its own clip which you can harness onto your clothing so it's out of the way. And besides this, you have this is the cable of the microphone, and you have a headphone port. This headphone port is used for listening to the recording that you have done. You cannot do a real-time listen on what you are recording, but after the recording is done, you can listen to your recording using the headphone port. And this headphone port also doubles as in cases of when you're doing say a social media call, or you're on using it your phone, you're using a call or a video conference, you can listen to the people on the other side who are speaking to you, and you don't need to separately connect your headphones to your smartphone or on your system. You can directly do it using this headphone port. The benefit of this headphone port is that, especially in case of smartphones, when you connect this, if you use this headphone port, you don't need to connect your microphone, take it out, put on the headphone. If you keep doing this, you'll be spoiling the port on the device. Rather than that, you just connect your headphones and you're good to go. Once you're done with the recording, you can play back and listen to it instead of connecting and disconnecting cables. Now, besides this, you have two switches here, and the first switch is a pad switch, what we call a pad switch. It gives you a choice between 0 dB and minus 10 dB. The other switch is to choose between the different modes on this microphone. So you have a camera mode and a smartphone mode. The pad switch is mainly used for reducing the gain on your microphone and reducing the overall sound around when you have if say, let's say you're recording in a noisy environment, then this becomes very useful to reduce the overall sound around you. But the primary usage of this pad switch is to reduce the sound or the volume of the person. So like I said, in case you have placed it here and suddenly I change my volume and I speak too loud, you can change it by reducing this. Or if I'm a person who speaks with a large emphasis on plosives, which are the syllables of P, T, K, G, B, it hits you. That kind of sound, to reduce, you use the pad switch, bring it to minus 10 dB, and then do your recording. So that's the benefit of the pad switch. Coming to the mode switch, so you have a choice between a camera mode and the smartphone or off mode. Now, the camera mode is used when you will connect this to a DSLR camera and you would like to do your recording. So when you put this on the camera mode, it will derive power from the inbuilt battery and charge the microphone to do the recording. In case of smartphones, tablets, you would put this on the off mode or the smartphone mode, which means no power is derived. In fact, in case you're not using this microphone for quite some time, I would also suggest that you put it on the off or smartphone mode so that you conserve the charge in the battery. Otherwise, you may have to change the battery from time to time. Now, when you put this on smartphone mode and you connect it to your cell phone, it is not necessary that the microphone may work directly out of the box. It would work without any flaw for things like calls, when you have phone calls, when you have video conferences, when you have if you're doing some social media work, singing apps, it would work without any problem. But looking at the design of present day Android and the camera apps that are coming on the cell phones, it is the cameras are not designed to take the external microphone directly. They are more designed to use the onboard microphone on your phone, which you use for calling. So I would advise that in case you're doing a camera shoot with your phone and you're using any other microphone, you would need to use an app which allows you to choose external microphone. So one such popular application, a camera application for this, is called the Open Camera app. So when you use Open Camera, you have a choice in which you can choose external microphone as a source. So if you do this, then you could directly record your videos using the external microphone like this, the Boya M1 Pro, or any other microphone for that matter, on the Open Camera app. It may or may not work depending on your manufacturer's model on the stock camera app of your phone. Now, if you're using in case of laptops and PCs, there is something you have to understand, that there are two types of connections. Now in some PCs you have a single connection just like a smartphone for both your headphones and for your microphone, and it's fairly simple. You just connect it onto the laptop, and in that you would choose the smartphone mode or the off mode and do your recording. In case of in PCs sometimes, in the older PCs or older laptops also, you would have two separate connections. So you'd have one connection for a microphone and one connection for your headphones. Under that circumstance, what you would do is you would put it on the camera mode, okay, and connect this jack onto the microphone port of your PC. Okay, the headphones will not be connected onto this port. The headphones will be connected onto the port on your PC because you have connected this only to the microphone input. Understand that? Once you do that, you would listen directly from your PC on the headphones, and the microphone is connected onto your PC. On PCs, what happens is you need the software that you use to understand that you are going to be recording from this microphone. So you do not need any special drivers, you don't need any special software to be installed from Boya or anybody, but it will be easily picked up by your standard sound card that is there on your device, or maybe a sound interface device if you are using one. And you just need the software to understand that you are using this particular sound card or sound device for the input and output. So what I will do is I'm going to go on Audacity and I will show you a basic example of this. You could do this with any software, and it does not matter which platform are you on. You could use this on Windows, you could use this on Linux, you can use this on a Mac OS and Android again, as we are using a cell phone. But it does not matter what platform you're using on. You can use this on any platform. Okay, so now I have connected the M1 Pro to my computer on the microphone input. Okay, and I've connected my headphones to the headphone output of my PC. And what I've also done is on the power pack, I've put it to camera mode so that it'll power up the microphone. Okay, and now what we do is I'll fire up Audacity. Audacity is a very common software for recording these days, but you could use this with any software. The idea is the same. And what you do is when you choose your input device, you have to choose the appropriate sound card or the sound interface device that you're using with the M1 Pro. Now in my case, I've connected it to the Realtek sound card of my PC. So I choose microphone, Realtek here, and in case of output, because I'd like to listen to what I've recorded, I choose the speakers and choose Realtek again. And one way to check is to check the monitoring here, and you can see that the levels are coming up, which shows that the microphone is working. I start recording, and there you see the waveform has come, and as the waveform is appearing on the screen, you understand that there is a recording happening. So you see, with the waveform, you can make out that it is recording. One of the methods to check if your recording is working is to do a proximity check. So you take your microphone, bring it closer to you and say, this is a test, this is a test. And as you go closer, you'll see that your voice becomes louder and the waveform becomes bigger. And you take it away from it and say, this is a test, this is a test, at the same volume. And the waveform would be a very faint one, which means that it's at a lower volume. So again we do this, see, this is a test, 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 this is a test. So this helps me to know that my microphone is working. This is one of the easiest ways to know which microphone is working. In fact, if you connect it onto your cell phone, it will be the same case. So in case of cell phones, when you're checking, you connect it and do the same test, and then when you listen, you would understand that. Now, if I want to stop the recording, all I need to do is I stop it, and when I play this back, I can listen to what I have recorded on my headphones. It's very simple. Yeah, so The M1 Pro can be used as a musician. You can use it for your personal chats. You could use it on a video conferencing situation. This microphone has a nice premium build. It has a good metallic finish, and with features such as having a gold-plated connection, you can get a very high quality broadcast sound recorded. Being a Lavalier microphone, it's easy to be hands-free and use it anywhere as you are on the go. And I think this justifies for a very reasonably priced microphone. This is a value for money product. I would say that it suits today's work from home condition, and you could use it for a variety of uses. Give it a try and I'm sure you won't be disappointed.